Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. Have you finished listening to Tom's story? If not, go watch the full version first. The link is in the description. But if you're ready to dive deeper, let's do this together. Today we're going to master this story completely. First, we'll learn 5 powerful expressions. Then, we'll practice speaking every single sentence. By the end of this video, this story will be yours. Let's begin. Part 1. 5 key expressions. Let me tell you something. The most beautiful stories use simple words in powerful ways. Tom's story has 5 expressions that will change how you speak English. Let's discover them together. Expression number 1. Exhausting. Listen to this sentence from chapter 1. Work had been exhausting. Now, you might know the word tired, but exhausting is different. Exhausting means so tired that your body and mind feel empty. Tom wasn't just sleepy. He felt completely drained, like a battery with 0% left. Let me give you 3 examples. Example 1. Work had been exhausting. Example 2. The meeting was exhausting. Example 3. That conversation was emotionally exhausting. Now it's your turn. Repeat after me. Work had been exhausting. The meeting was exhausting. Perfect. You just learned exhausting. Expression number 2. Echoing. Here's a beautiful sentence from chapter 3. A quiet melody, like a single drop of water echoing in an empty room. Echoing. What a gorgeous word. An echo happens when sound bounces back from walls or mountains. Echo. 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 You hear it repeat, right? In Tom's story, the music echoed because his world was so empty and quiet. The sound had space to travel and return. 3 examples for you. Example 1. Her voice was echoing in the empty hallway. Example 2. The gunshot echoed through the valley. Example 3. His words were still echoing in my mind. Your turn. Repeat after me. A single drop of water echoing in an empty room. Her voice was echoing in the empty hallway. Beautiful! You just learned echoing. Expression number 3. Loosen. This is my favorite moment in the story. Listen to this. Tom felt something in his chest loosen. Loosen. Such a powerful word. When something loosens, it becomes less tight. Imagine you're wearing a belt that's too tight. You loosen it. Ah, relief. Tom's chest felt tight with stress and sadness, but when the music played, that tightness started to release. He could breathe again. 3 examples. Example 1. Tom felt something in his chest loosen. Example 2. I felt my shoulders loosen after the massage. Example 3. The rope began to loosen around my wrists. Now you try. Repeat after me. Tom felt something in his chest loosen. I felt my shoulders loosen after the massage. Excellent! You just learned loosen. Expression number 4. Steady. Here's another beautiful word from the story. The light ahead was steady. Steady means firm, not moving, reliable. When everything in Tom's life felt unstable and shaky, the song was steady, like a lighthouse in a storm. Always there, always strong. You can count on something steady. 3 examples. Example 1. The light ahead was steady. Example 2. Her hands were steady as she worked. Example 3. He took steady steps toward the door. Your turn. Repeat after me. The light ahead was steady. Her hands were steady as she worked. Amazing! You just learned steady. Expression number 5. Whisper. This is the most important expression in the entire story. Listen carefully. Courage often whispers instead of shouting. Whisper. To speak very, very softly. When you whisper, only people close to you can hear. The story teaches us something profound. Real strength doesn't need to be loud. Real courage is often quiet and gentle. Like the song Free, not aggressive, just warm. 3 examples. Example 1. Courage often whispers instead of shouting. Example 2. She whispered the secret in my ear. Example 3. The wind whispered through the trees. Now you. Repeat after me. Courage often whispers instead of shouting. She whispered the secret in my ear. Perfect! You just learned all 5 expressions. Take a deep breath. You're doing amazing. Part 2. Shadowing practice. Now comes the real training. I'm going to read the entire story again, every single sentence. After each sentence, you will hear a pause. During that pause, repeat exactly what I said. Try to match my speed, match my emotion, match my rhythm. This is called shadowing, and it's the fastest way to improve your speaking. Are you ready? Let's go. Tom was walking home late at night. The sky was dark, the streets were quiet, and his heart felt heavier than the bag he carried. Work had been exhausting. His mind was full of thoughts he didn't want to think, and even the air felt too heavy to breathe. He reached his apartment, opened the door, and the silence wrapped around him like a cold blanket. He sat on the floor, leaned his back against the wall, and closed his eyes. He didn't cry, he just didn't move. For a moment, he wished the world would pause just long enough for him to catch up. When he finally looked up, he noticed a small package by the door. It wasn't big, just a thin envelope with a colorful sticker on it. It was from his niece. He opened it gently. Inside was a small note and a playlist card. The note said, "Uncle Tom, I know you've been tired. This is from that Netflix K-pop movie, Demon Hunters. Everyone listens to the main song Golden, but there is a quiet duet that touched my heart more. Maybe it will help you too." And under the note was written, "Track 11, Free," by Rumi and Jinu. Tom looked at the card. He knew the group Huntrix from the posters, global superstars. He imagined something loud, wild, full of drums and shouting like their hit song Golden. Not really his style. But then again, nothing else was working tonight, so he put on his headphones, searched for the soundtrack, skipped the loud title tracks, and pressed play on Free. The music started softly, much softer than he expected. A quiet melody, like a single drop of water echoing in an empty room. Then a gentle hum, almost like someone breathing in. And then, slowly, the voices entered, warm, steady, clear. It wasn't the aggressive sound he expected from a demon hunter. It was a human sound. Tom opened his eyes. The voices weren't fighting monsters. They were fighting loneliness, fear, doubt. The kind of demons everyone carries quietly. And suddenly, Tom felt something in his chest loosen, just a little. The song built up slowly. It didn't explode with noise. It rose, like a tide coming in. The feeling of the song wasn't about destruction. It was about standing up, even when your legs shake. About moving forward, even when the world feels too heavy. About remembering that courage often whispers instead of shouting. Tom listened to the song 3 times, maybe 4, maybe more. He wasn't counting anymore. He was breathing again. As the song played, a memory surfaced, one he hadn't thought about in years. When Tom was young, he used to hide under a blanket during thunderstorms. He was scared of the noise, the flashes of lightning, the shaking windows. His older sister would sit beside him and whisper, "It's okay. The storm is loud, but it can't hurt you." He remembered her voice, soft, steady, clear. The same tone he heard in this song, Free. And suddenly, he realized why the music felt familiar. It wasn't just a pop song. It was the warmth inside the voices, the feeling of someone standing next to you in the dark. When the bridge of the song came, the music shifted. It felt like walking through a tunnel and seeing light at the end. The rhythm strengthened but never rushed. The voices grew brighter but never shouted. Tom closed his eyes again. Inside the music, he saw himself walking, slowly but moving. The shadows around him were not monsters. They were fear, doubt, memories he avoided. But the light ahead was steady. The song didn't promise victory. It promised possibility. And that was enough. When the song ended, Tom didn't move. He let the silence return, but now it felt softer. He whispered to no one, "I needed that." He held the playlist card as gently as a fragile photograph. He didn't know why a simple duet mattered so much. He only knew that something inside him was warm again. He stood up slowly, picked up his bag, and turned on a small lamp. The room didn't feel so dark anymore. Tom picked up his phone and sent a message to his niece. "Thank you. I listened to Free. It helped more than you think." She replied almost instantly, "I knew it. Everyone has demons, Uncle Tom. You just need the right song to fight them." Tom smiled, a real smile, the kind that grows slowly and stays. And that night, before he fell asleep, Tom played the track one more time. Not to escape the world, but to face it. Not to erase his fear, but to walk with it. Because sometimes a song doesn't have to be loud to save a piece of you. Sometimes it only needs to whisper, "You're not alone." Congratulations! You just practiced every single sentence from Tom's story. How do you feel? Proud? You should be. This is real progress. Now here's what I want you to do. Go back to the full story video. Listen to it one more time, but this time, don't pause. Just listen and enjoy the flow. You'll be amazed at how much clearer everything sounds now. The link is in the description below. Thank you for training with me today. You did an incredible job. I'll see you in the next story. Keep practicing and remember, courage whispers. See you soon!